In this video, I want to explain how I saved hundreds by refurbishing these front mudguard pivots on this tractor instead of buying new ones. The mudguard pivots on this tractor were in pretty bad condition. Rusted inside, very wobbly, mudguards bouncing up and down as you were driving down the road. When I looked into replacing these units, I was a bit shocked by the prices I found. Online shops were quoting £359 sterling per unit for OEM parts. That's over €850 including delivery. I couldn't find much information online about repairing them, so I decided to take them apart and see if I could measure everything inside and find replacement parts myself. Eventually, I found the correct bearings, and the 4 replacement bearings, 2 on each side, cost me just over €100 including delivery. So I want to explain how they come apart, how I found the correct parts, and how you can save yourself hundreds of euro on a job like this as well. Getting these off was a lot easier than I expected. Just removed these 2 bolts here which hold the frame for the mudguard onto the pivot unit, and then I removed the old dust cap that was here. One side of the tractor was completely missing this dust cap. Underneath that there's a large castle nut, which can be a little bit difficult to get off, but I found a couple of taps with a chisel and a hammer. It started to move, and then I was able to get it off with a big pliers. That castle nut tightens down then on 2 bearings. Those 2 bearings are orientated opposite to each other, so they kind of tighten up to each other when you tighten it down. There's one tapered roller bearing up in the top half and another one down in the bottom half. Then this unit itself, actually in my case, it just pulled up. I didn't need a pullers or anything like that. You might find you might need to get a pullers on there to pull it up, but my bearings were in such bad condition that it just pulled off. The only difficulty I had was, as the tapered bearings come in 2 halves, there's 2 parts to them. The cone part on the bottom was pretty difficult to get off the pin. I ended up having to use quite a bit of heat and a big pliers to grab onto it and twist it as I pulled it up. I couldn't find any information online about this, so once I got those bearings out, I had to measure them pretty accurately with the digital vernier calipers, and then take those measurements and go online and search for bearings with the exact same dimensions. You need to measure the inner diameter, the outside diameter, and the overall height, or I think in some cases called the width of the bearing. With that information, you should be able to find online, or even if you've got a good engineering shop nearby that sells bearings, if you take that information to them, they should be able to find the correct bearings for you. So the total cost for the 4 bearings, including delivery, was €106 if I remember correctly. I'm not going to put the measurements of my bearings in the video here because every tractor is going to be slightly different. If anybody's working on a Sammy Silver, drop a message down below and I can tell you the measurements of these ones. In my case, like I said, as one of the dust caps here was missing and the other one was very badly rusted, I decided to just buy new dust caps as well, and they cost me, I think it was €20 each from the SDF dealership. Right at the bottom here where it pivots, there's a big O-ring that seals between this moving part and this stationary part to stop the grease coming out and dirt and water from getting in. So I bought 2 new rubber seals for that as well, which were really cheap from the SDF dealership. I think it was just over €1 each for those. Putting it all back together was basically just a reverse of taking it apart. There are a couple of things you really need to watch out for. First of all is the orientation of the bearings. You need to get that right. Take note as you're taking out the old ones, which way they're facing, and put the new ones in the exact same way. When you've got your new bearings ready to go in, you really need to pack them with grease into the rollers before assembly. Don't over tighten this castle nut. When driving the new bearings into position, I found using parts of the old bearings very handy. Also, I think I used some large sockets to help me out as well. But all in all, they went in pretty easy. Then finally, once you get it all together and you get your dust cap on, you're going to have to tap that down. I used a block of wood and a hammer just to tap it down gently into place. Once you get that all on, give it a bit of a grease through the grease nipple. I've just put on that red dust cap over the grease nipple because I had a few of them lying around in the garage. After 10 to 15 hours work, you might notice there comes a little bit of play in the unit, so you might need to remove this dust cap again and just tighten down the castle nut a little bit again just to take the play out of it. Yeah, so like I say, I was pretty shocked at the price of these units when I was looking online. I just couldn't justify spending that much money on new units, so I was really glad when I took it apart and I found the new bearings for €25 each. There are cheaper bearings out there. I went with a brand called SKF, which is a well-known brand, hence a bit more expensive than some of the lesser known brands. So hopefully this helps somebody who's in the same situation. I think a lot of tractors would have a similar setup, but not all are going to be the same. If you got any questions, please drop them down in the comments below. And if you could drop a like and subscribe, that would really help the channel. Thank you.